Okay, we start with the exercise 1 to 2, and we did a little bit for the coding. If and else. So the code, you click OK. So we had the define label and code. If zone code and code, remember the column, and then the zone code you equals to code, and if zone code equals to this value, and we have a1 and returns to single family until you have else if and then else, and then you click OK and apply. Click OK, and now we're going to review. So the if statement in Python is one of the easiest to use in the programming world. For any set of conditions, continue adding out if statement until you have had it. You have handed all the possible conditions. So it is good practice to put in else statement after the last if statement, just to handle a situation that is not the norm, or that you might have forgotten about, or to handle the last known condition without having to use a condition statement. So if statements can also be nested, and I'm going to show nested a little bit. And so back here a little bit. So in computer science, condition statement and condition contrast are featured as a programming language which perform different computation or action depending on whether a program specified Boolean condition evaluates to true or false. So for example, back up to our example, I will go a little bit. So if it is true, then we will go to the if code, and then if not, then we will continue rest of the code. And if else statement, so that same as if statement, but includes a additional block of code that executes if the conditional expression resolves to 0 or false. So now let's do some simple example, and then we will go over the nested one. So let me bring up my Python idle Python, and I'm going to just open my tool desktop, Python GIS and tutorial, that tutorial 1 today. And I'm going to delete everything, so I don't have to delete everything. I can leave that. So variable 1 equals to 10, and so if variable 1 less than 100, we will have to indent it. So I press tab, print, and then I say true expression value. All right. And then print, okay, variable 1. And if not, then it will be else, that I print false expression value, and then print variable 1, that I will print end of script. And I need a parenthesis for here. Alright, so now I'm going to file, save it, and then we will run. Okay, now what was the issue here? I missed a column. That go to file and save again, and let's run it again. File, and then run. Okay. Oh, did I save it? Nope. Save and then run. There. So true expression value is 10, and then end of script, because it doesn't go else, because it goes here true, because this is 10. And if I change it into 100 and it doesn't include this, so file and save and run, it should give us false because it's 100. Okay, else we print false because it's our value. And if I do -10, file, click save, and we will run it again. There, so true because it's less than 100. Okay, so that's one example. And the start if statement can also be nested, but this is only down to test two entire different sets of conditions. So two entire sets of conditions. For instance, we first if statement might be to identify the land use code, and we nested an if statement within that statement to determine whether the particular parcel fits within a certain range of acreage. However, we will not need to use nesting to test for more land use conditions, as we would with other programming languages. These conditions could easily be handled with additional else-if statements, one for each additional land use. So now we're gonna go over here the statement real quick. So another interesting note with statements is that the condition needs only return a value of true or false. So if we are testing a variable that equals to true or false, we need only put the variable as the condition for the if statements. For example, the isDigit function returns the values of true or for a variable containing alphanumeric characters, and false if the variable is empty. So if we receive a variable named name that contained characters, the code my variable name equals isDigit would set my variable to either true or false depending on whether the field had an alphanumeric value. So now we're going to look at this example. So let me bring this back up. Alright, so I'm going to type as my variable if it equals to name dot is digit that I have that I will have if my variable, okay, and then print this field has characters, and then else, and print this field is empty. Okay, my variable equals, let's save, file, okay, file, save, and run. There. So name is not defined, okay? So if we say name equals to Kathy, let's save it and run. Okay, this one is not defined, okay. We have a name. Oopsies. Just save it and run. Okay, this field is empty. So print my variable name is digit. It's not digit. And then let's see. Returns the value true containing alphanumeric characters. So now let's see, 100. File, save, and run again. And this field is empty. So if I change Kathy to 100, file, save, run, then this field has characters. Alright, so, and then I have if condition statements can also test for more than one variable at a time, just like a query statement in ArcMap. So the only trick is that there must be a combination of values that equal to true, or the code will never run. So for example, we needed to find the 40-inch or larger PVC pipe. The code will like this, so we would say if P material equals to PVC and P size greater than 40, and column we will print found a big plastic pipe. Okay, file, save, and then we will run. And we didn't define, then we will have to define. So, P material, we have to equal, we will say PVC then. And then we have size, P size, we will equal to 50. And then we will save, run. There. So P material is not defined. PVC equals, let's see, my variable is digit, if and size. Okay, choose back not risk mouse call. Line 15, a module if P material is PVC size 14. Name P material. Material. Alright. TP material. File, save, and then run. Okay. P size. Okay. File, save, and then run. There. Find a big plastic pipe. So, you just have to define the name. Okay. It does not matter. That one condition tested a string type value and the other tested a numeric value. Be careful within the condition though, because an incorrect and or can send you code in an unwanted direction. If we are unfamiliar with and or handles, handlers check them out later. It's for the Boolean. We will do later. It was in SQL, the query structural query language. So P material, and we can just equal to PVC, and for our P size 50. And we have an if, and then we can also keep say else, then print by. So now if I change it into 30, so let's see, save, it should print by. See, because you need to be in. Let's change it into or, then it becomes true again. There, find a big plastic because it's or. So we changed it, and you can tell which part it is. So the if statement that similar to if else statement but allows for checking multiple expressions for true value, then executing a block of code as soon as a condition evaluates to true. So else only one statement for following, but for the if multiple statements can follow if. And for example here, it's multiple. We're gonna go over right now. It's our first exercises, okay?